Girl, oh my God, this is like final performance level. This isn't an audition anymore. This is like, you have come to see my show and now please book tickets. This is incredible. I am back today with another Britain's Got Talent 2026 audition. This will be Kristel Herrera's audition. I really enjoyed Matty J's performance of Purple Rain. I thought it was such an insane cover audition, the confidence, just his voice, everything. So I thought I'll dive into some more auditions. Plus, a lot of you told me to check this one out. Just as a reminder, this is a reaction and an analysis video, so I will be pausing and talking about the vocals. Please do go and check me out over on Patreon if you enjoy that type of thing. Otherwise, let's get back to the video.
I'm Kristel Herrera and I'm from Halifax, West Yorkshire.
Where's hubby? Hi, hubby.
My biggest dream is to perform in front of the king.
Lovely. How did you feel?
Scared.
She seems so sweet. Gosh, calm those nerves, come on.
Whitney.
I know that when you look at me, there's so much that you just don't see.
Looks so proud.
But if you would only take the time, I know in my heart you find. Oh, what's the sense of trying hard to find your dreams?
Okay, sorry, I do want to stop here. It was interestingly phrased there. Okay, well, we did have a mention of Whitney at the beginning. It's certain singers hold certain, is the word gravitas to the name, and rightly so. They deserve to kind of be like, wow, it is a Whitney song. Wow, it's a Celine Dion song. And there are a lot of other musicians, a lot of other vocalists that we kind of see as a big name, like, wow, it's that song. And we have a kind of like pre-made thought in our mind, like, oof, this is a big song. This is going to be, a lot of pressure, but let's just take that off. It is a song after all. And these wonderful musicians, auditionees coming forward, we're going to see, Purple Rain Prince, that's another one that's like, ooh, are we sure? It's funny how we have these like certain songs that kind of have this, this kind of, can we do it? I don't know. But wow, what great control. And I love that instant smile from her husband as well as he saw that everyone, the clapping kind of started, like, wow. I want to talk about the color of the tone that she's singing with, because it's very different to how she speaks. She spoke with a kind of almost, she was probably very nervous, very giggly, that kind of overly, a little bit higher in pitch. Then when we start singing, there's such a lovely warmth and darkness to her overall tone. It's beautiful. Let's just go right back to the beginning. I love how she starts this.
Whitney.
I know.
Hi, like a bit of an aspirate onset.
When you look at me, there's so much that you just don't see.
Actually, that beginning part doesn't really have that same darkness as we're about to get to. It's kind of quite similar to where she does talk, but throwing lots of breath through the vocals. So the vocal folds aren't connecting all the way. We are controlling that beautifully. We're not, running out of breath. We are managing to control that, which is just wonderful. It seems quite like an easy thing to do, just to throw some whispery, allow the breath to come through, but it's showing us how controlled she is to be able to play around with that effect. Obviously, Stacey Solomon is also part of the lineup today, or lineup for this audition. Didn't she audition for X Factor, is that right? So she knows this process.
You look at me, there's so much
I love that little vibrato.
that you just don't see. But if you would only take the time, I know in my heart you find.
Yeah, fine. Like all these are a little bit darker now, a little bit richer in tone. We're a bit more open, a bit more, maybe the tongue at the back is a little bit dipped as well, just to create a bit more of an open space inside. I love how dynamically we're not being too loud, so that when we go, you find, go up to this you, which is very much pure head voice, thin fold, we're able to go from thick to thin without it being a massive dynamic change. It's more of just like a tone shift, a register shift, rather than it be something quieter. And that's a lovely straight tone there.
Oh, what's the sense of trying hard to find your dreams?
Okay, here's beautiful. So now we can feel like we're much fuller in vocal tone. I will let it play after this, but I just want to talk about this as well. We can kind of see this upside down smile, this frown happening in her like mouth placement. This encourages that kind of whiny, moany feel that's needed to create a full sound, like a clear sound, because we need to make sure that there is resistance in the vocal folds to create this clear sound. We are now getting really lovely clear vocals as opposed to the beginning where we're letting that breath come through. Listen to how much she's already, even though there's subtle changes, this creates such an exciting performance. And this is at the beginning, we're building, we're getting fuller.
Oh, what's the sense
I love how she
of
says
trying
sense.
hard to find your dreams without someone to share it with? Tell me what that's gonna make it.
Yes! Okay, sorry, oh, I do know this song. I just heard it then. Okay, beautiful here. We are, you know, in our thicker folds at the beginning of this section, really, really lovely in our chest voice, stretching up. As we ascend here, we hit that higher note, we are blending elements together. We're not just reaching up and, you know, causing strain to our thick folds. It's a chest dominant belt for sure. Really, really lovely. Notice how her arms just open up as well. She's kind of like just really using her frame to create a lovely, strong, solid anchor point and support. But she is blending up here to make sure that she is landing right on top of that note and it feels comfortable for her. Yeah, I love that swell on sense, that word dream as well, just slightly opening that vowel. It's so good. I've been thinking of getting a standing desk for quite some time now. I am constantly on my laptop every single day, whether it be editing, doing singing lessons through Zoom, filming my reaction and analysis videos, recording and working on songs. So first of all, thank you FlexiSpot. Setting up this desk behind me didn't take as long as I thought it would. It was an easy step-by-step follow guide, and it did come with a helpful tip to ask for a friend for help, which I did. One of the final steps for setting up the desk were these table ties that you can stick directly underneath the desk, tidy all the cables away, and it just looks neat. I want to share with you a few things I absolutely love about this desk first. Firstly, the rounded corners of the tabletop. Wow, I just know I'm not going to hurt myself. Secondly, for convenience, it has a USB Type-C charging point on the control monitor. That was just epic. I love that you can personalize the height of the desk to your taste and save 4 different presets. There's clearly a standing up position and a seated position on the control monitor, but there's also a 1 and 2. So you can set multiple variations of the desk height. I said earlier that I do edit for long hours during the day, so if I feel like I'm sat down for too long, I can just bring it up. It is super, super easy. And whilst we have the desk in a standing position, as a singer, it is super important to feel your body connected with your voice. If you're belting out these high notes, you need to make sure that your core is engaged. So if I'm working on a song and I need to push against something, you can bet the desk can handle it. I think I'm about to do a test here. Hey, hey! It's gonna get loud, sorry. Baby, when the hell is my husband? What is taking him so long? Nice. Did you notice as well that nothing shook on the desk? That is because it is made with super, super tough material. I have the E7 Plus model, and there is a 10-year warranty assuring quality and longevity. Oh, and this can reach a maximum load capacity of 200 kg. I've got my laptop, my monitor, my speakers. I want to make sure that they're safe. I'm actually sat on the desk right now. This desk has 4 really strong legs that just helps with the stability and is just strong. I've honestly loved my first experience with the E7 Plus desk. It gets me up more when I've been sat down for a long time. It is super quiet as well when you're moving it up and down, and it just looks really, really sleek and professional. I am so happy that I have it. Thank you, FlexiSpot. FlexiSpot also have a wonderful range of accessories that I am really keen into looking at further. I would love to get my monitor actually risen a little bit. I think that would be really, really cool with this desk. They have chairs, they have sofas, there's so much. Go and check out the link that I've left in the description below and go and treat yourself. Personally, I think they are such great products at reasonable prices, so don't miss out.
Oh, what's the sense of trying hard to find your dreams without someone to share it with?
That's dry.
Tell me what that's gonna make it.
And that growl.
To you.
Yes.
But if I come to you, tell me, will you stay or will you run away? Run away.
Oh my God, what? Okay, this is so cool. I'm loving how she's, when we think of like Whitney, we think of, you know, I mean, even on the title here, you turned into a diva, baby. We'll see if someone says that. There was a time where there were many like diva singers. They were labeled diva, even though it kind of has a bit of a weird connotation. If you think about it, a diva is someone that wants something done in a specific way. But in this sense, it's talking about big vocalists, big like belting songs. When we think about a belting song or a belting vocalist, this doesn't mean that they're belting all the time. Imagine if someone was just singing all of this like in a really big, loud belt. That would be very tiresome for the singer to be just constantly doing that, but also just tiresome for the audience listening. It would be like, okay, we know, like, whoa, calm down. That's what makes a great song, like a big, powerful song, are those dynamics. Look how she goes soft on that U and then really draws us in to then hit us home, hit us in the heart with this run away and just landing really beautifully on this. I mean, look at her frame here. It's just beautiful. Let's just go back to the part. She's beautiful agility in her vocal runs as well. This is when we are just creating decoration in the vocal line, specifically happening on the U, but later on we do it on an open A, and she does something to maintain that full sound, and we'll look at that in a little bit. I just want to go through this little section. The delivery actually points, she's performing this. It is less of an audition. She's actually like, I am the singer singing this song and I'm performing, and I love that. Nice glottal onset there.
But if I come to you,
Yes.
tell me, will you stay?
So here, tell me, she really draws it in. It's not tell me, like full thick as we were just before. Tell me, she offers some softness. And when she comes in on this next section, we can actually hear a little bit of a disconnect. The breath comes a little bit too strong, which is why there's a little bit of a crackle in her voice. But this is what makes it so raw and real. It's like, look how much the emotion is driving this section as well. Her eyes are closed. She's kind of delivering it to more to herself, right? Before it was kind of addressed to the audience. So and she finds it back real quick.
Tell me, will you stay or will you run away?
Did you hear that cry at the beginning of the run? Two. Ooh, okay, I'll stop to the same part, and she's about to like bring in some more growls. I love how we're hearing that growl throughout, and it seems really, really lovely and clear. It's more of a throat growl. I love it. Just a little bit of that attack there. Yeah, run away. When she, on that second one, she pulls the mic away, we can see this lovely open space. A bit of the teeth is showing as well, so a little bit of lift here. Twang is very much present in this as well. We are not going to get a loud sound by reaching up with our thicker folds, even though it seems like to get a loud sound, we need to be like, ha! Like really reaching up our thicker folds, but this is how we're going to slowly over time irritate the vocal folds and dry them out. We need to make sure that they are well looked after. So having, a tool like Twang to help us really does help in the long run. Twang is formed at the aryepiglottis sphincter, or the AES. This is when we narrow it. The more narrow the space is, the more brighter we're going to get, the more volume it's going to happen as well. If we just open that a little bit, the less. And here we've got this throughout as well. Twang, resistance, everything happening together. Right, the two things that she does, the one thing she does on that riff down, she does it twice, is she includes a bit of a cry on the fall down. We can actually almost hear like a break in the vocal delivery. If we think of that cry, see if you can hear that. It sounds weird on its own. It doesn't sound pretty. She makes it sound lovely. And what this is doing as we are descending is making sure that we're staying light on the vocals, not landing heavy as we return back to a bit more of a thicker fold placement. Right, there's lots happening. I hope you got your notebooks out, because yes, this is a lesson now. Lovely straight tone first. This one. Sorry, okay, wow. Did you see her there as well? Like, even in the middle of that massive big voice, this is incredible. I love this. She even includes a soften up moment, which makes these harder hits even bigger. I just love the dynamics choices that she's making in this. That no, where we have a growl up here. The vowel placement is much more of an If we go no, it's more of a darker quality. We're just actually opening that a little bit. Every singer will be different in what vowels sit nice with us. And here we're just opening it slightly to an and it really just allows that voice to kind of be sent out. And she even points forward as well, which I just love. These onsets are super clean and clear. Girl, oh my God, this is like final performance level. This isn't an audition anymore. This is like, you have come to see my show. And now please book tickets. This is incredible. I want to talk about this how note. Let's just see where it is as well. That note up there, because so good. We are on an F5 here. So vocal fold anatomy wise, the first passage on higher set female singers happens around an A, B flat, B4. This is an F5. And around the E, F5 mark is the second passage. We've got several passages through our vocal fold, through our range, sorry. The first passage is from thick to thin. The second passage is from thin fold to even thinner. So the vocal folds are stretching even thinner up here. There is no way we are going to be reaching our thicker folds up there like, like that was awful. Did you hear how awful that was? And if I get a comment in the comment section saying, you can't sing, shush, that was meant to be awful. Because we can't just reach our thicker folds up there because things are changing in our vocal folds. So what are we doing? We are mixing. We are beautiful mix belt here, but what's happening? Rather than it just be full chest voice, it's like 70% chest voice and 30% head voice, or even more. Notice how bright it is. She is bending, so I love how we are bending in the knees. We're getting that anchor point. Our body is very much a part of our voice. Our voice is a part of our body. It is a stem from the same space. But yeah, really leaning into this so we feel that support and anchor. And again, that vowel shape is a bit more like an A vowel. There's so much twang in there as well, just ringing through. It is beautifully placed. She lands really fit there actually. And a slight growl, I love it. Right, the yeah, when she goes up here, she's much more open than that you that she's previously been where she's just been quite close. This is because she is, again, throwing some more twang. It's a little bit more head dominant mix. Before it was maybe pure thin folds, not including too much of a blend. It was leaning way more to the thin folds. Whereas now, because we're blending a little bit and wanting it to be still loud, but much more in a thinner place, we have just opened that space to allow that twang to come through. This is why the mixed voice is really, really interesting, and this term is really interesting because there's not one, I'm going to say flavor because apparently it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. Whoa, it's bang on 12. My body knows when it's lunch. There is not just one type of mix. And we're probably, if you are a singer and thinking, how do I activate my mix? You might already be activating your mix without realizing, because there's just so many variations. It's not just a simple 50-50. We can do so much with it. But yeah, I just love, and again, nice open frame. This is so good. I love that I Want to Run was more of a my. Oh, lovely. Sorry, we can't just go past that and not talk about this. Listen to how these high notes are so free, and it's so lovely because in order to have a mixed voice, we need to have both chest and head voice developed. We can't just, if we have the chest voice way more developed than the head voice, then we're limited to what tools we can bring forward, right? She is showcasing, this is such a great audition, what she can do. So she can be like, listen, I can also do this, all this. But I love as well how before she shoots up to this head voice, she is really lovely and connected in these thicker folds, not missing an opportunity to get really connected so she can bounce off of that and shoot up high. So good. It's on the ad.
Put your hope in yours and
So much space.
save them harm. I wanna run. I wanna run. I wanna run.
Sorry, before you do this ending, I know I stopped, but she did something really cool. You could really hear the gear change. And sometimes it's really nice when we do. Sometimes we want like a smoother when not hearing, but it's really nice here that we can actually hear it. When she does that first half of the run, da da da, she's much more in a thicker fold connection. Hey, da da da, run. She's much more connected here. Run. When she hits this note, you can hear it almost soften up a little bit, but then that twang comes through to make sure that it's still full, but we can really hear a difference here. Ugh. We again heard a lovely... Oh. There was like a flip moment there when she hit up there. How we're going to do this is not do what I just did, which was throw twang. Is actually decrease that so we can just go to a pure thin fold. The beautiful, listen to that. Almost like a yodel effect. Wow. That was awesome. I love when they do that slow motion after them just looking out. That was so good.
Honestly, like that.
It almost looks like she can't believe what just happened. She just seems like a really positive person.
Just how incredible you are. The way you go from head voice to chest voice so effortlessly is unbelievable.
Come on, Stacey Solomon. It is so interesting to see like how, you know, incredibly different she is from, you know, just standing there and then singing. But it's just so powerful what music can do and what it can bring out of someone. So yeah, hopefully, I don't want her to lose herself, but just bring a little bit more confidence into it because, you know, she deserves it. She was so good. What a fab audition. This is another one that I want to keep my eye on and make sure I see what they sing next because what a voice. It's a shame. I want to give like more golden buzzers out. Thank you very much for watching this reaction and analysis video. If you did enjoy it, please do go and hit that subscribe button, the bell button, and the thumbs up button. You can also go check out my second channel. I have a second channel to do with vlogs, cinematic kind of feels, experimental, travel vlogs, all that kind of stuff. So if you're into that, go check it out. And remember, please go and check out my Patreon page as well. I've got my own original music over on Spotify, so go listen to that. My debut album, Edcore, came out last year. Otherwise, have yourself a lovely, lovely day. I will see you very soon. Bye.